I've been throw up the sex in the and I can put you in.
Hey girl, hey, welcome back to the channel, y'all. If you are new here, my name is Janaya Amore. If you are a returning subscriber, you know we don't live here on this channel, but we are here with a little bit something different due to the channel. I want to bring for the new year. We're gonna do like a girls talk, so thank you for answering today's FaceTime call. All right, I got two co-hosts here with me today. I got my sister, Michaela. I have my aunt,
Misha.
and we're gonna be doing like a girls talk. So thank you guys for answering today's FaceTime call. We got about 3 subjects we're gonna hit on today. These are opinionated questions, so there's no right or wrong answer. Yeah, but let's basically get into it. We are sipping on some wine. So the first question today. Okay, so first question is chivalry dead?
Yes.
You know, want to start? So what, for people who don't know what chivalry is, the way I best explain it is more like men courting women, like being more gentleman-like. That's the way I would explain it.
Okay.
Is it a good example?
Yes.
So your answer is?
It's dead.
It's dead. Yours?
I don't know. I mean, because like, you still got people that still. I don't know, because you still got people that still like open doors for people when you out. I mean, but like not. I ain't gonna say like younger people. It's like the older people that you run into. They'll probably like press the door before you walk in or something like that. So I would say it's dead. You still got people in the world that still open people's doors for you. I mean, if that's what you were saying first.
Yes.
If that's what you prefer.
I think it's dead because now everybody thinks women are so independent that they don't need men to open doors, take them out on dates, court them, things like that. Like tell them how they look beautiful today, which I think they should go both ways. But men don't pump gas, they don't wash cars. So yes, I do still agree that chivalry is dead.
My opinion would honestly be, I feel as though it is dead. I feel as though it kind of plays into that whole, everybody feeling like things should be 50-50. Back then I felt like men looked at women in a way that they were the prize. Women were the prize at one point in time. Nowadays, everybody has like a lot more self-worth, which is no problem with self-worth. But a lot of men feel as though they are the prize. So they feel like whatever they're putting into you, you should put into them, which is no problem in thinking that, but I feel like that's why they don't court women anymore. Because once again, if you feel like you're the prize, you're not going to court somebody because you want them to court you because you feel like you're the prize. So I feel like they do open doors, and they do that for probably a smooth 1-2 dates, and then after that,
It's over with.
it's over. They don't open the door. There's a lot of things that men don't do. But I feel like in the same sense, I feel as though times have changed. Back then, men were courting women and they were, cooking and cleaning and staying home and taking care of kids. But nowadays, women don't stay home. So yeah, so back to what, I think I'm gonna have to probably clip it. Been a little interruption, but yeah, that basically goes down to women are having to stay at home and take care of the kids. Women have their own, identities nowadays. They're doing their own careers. So I feel like we don't do the things that women used to do back in the day, as far as having a meal cooked when a man get off work, all that, because we working too. So it really I feel like that all falls into why chivalry is not a big deal. We split our responsibilities now. And so with opening doors, they feel like, well, you feel like you want me to you want to open your own door. Anybody disagree? All right, well, we can wrap it up on that subject. Y'all are more than free to comment down below. If you feel some different way, if you feel the same way, definitely comment down how y'all feel about it. So the second question of the day is, what role should a woman play as a girlfriend versus a wife role? I think I'm going to go first on this one because I feel like I passed it the first time. So I personally feel like a lot of men have this thing where they feel like you kind of have to audition to be your wife. They want you to show certain tendencies. You know, oh, she's wife material. But then again, like, if you get a man, say you're at home, you're cooking, you're cleaning, you know, you're doing everything that a woman should do, and you look up and you're in a relationship for 20 years without a ring. So I feel like what should girlfriends do? That, you know, the wife isn't, the wife, like, what's the line that basically crosses between you being a girlfriend, what all roles should you play in that lane, and what all roles should you play as a wife? Because you can't, you know, give them your whole hand. Does that make sense? For the question? Okay, I just want to make sure I explained it. You want to go first? You want to go? She said, I went first last time.
I don't think there's a role that needs to be played. I think there's a boundary that needs to be set on how long you are a girlfriend. Not because if who you are is who you are. If you're a giving, caring person who puts in 100% to a relationship, if you change those things, then you're not being your true self. So I think you set boundaries of how long you are a girlfriend versus a wife. If you say you got 2 years, stand on your 2 years. If you're okay with never being married, stand on that. But I don't think there should be roles. I think because if you genuinely cook, that's what you do. If you genuinely buy gifts, that's what you do. Whatever your love language is who you are. Mm-hmm. So I don't think there are really roles. I think it's that people take advantage of what someone gives them, or they see how far they can go with it. Mm-hmm. If you don't set a boundary, they're gonna keep testing to see how far they can go, and never marry you. It's just about how long you are willing to invest into their relationship if you want to become a wife. So.
Well, see,
Yes, yeah.
I don't know. I agree. I agree with what she's saying. I do feel like we should set a boundary and everybody should, you know, have that conversation early on saying, hey, I am looking for marriage. Or, hey, I don't want to be married. I don't believe in marriage. But there should be a conversation that happens at the beginning of the relationship. But I do feel as though, as a girlfriend, I feel like, you know, the whole financial discussion, we discussing in-depth financial things. As a girlfriend, I shouldn't have that much access to you. Now, some people have like joint accounts while they're in the boyfriend-girlfriend stage. I genuinely feel like that's something you should hold off until you're married. Some things I feel like you should still stay as independent. You know, you can build with each other as a girlfriend and boyfriend, but I feel like at some extent you should still always have your personal finances to yourself. You know?
There's a difference between to yourself and it's a difference in saying hold those things to yourself. Mm-hmm. If you're a girlfriend and you think that this man has money, or he thinks you have money, or he thinks you manage money well, and it's never discussed, you go into a marriage, y'all broke. Mm-hmm. Or y'all don't know what it's like to when times will get hard because you didn't discuss finances in the relationship. Mm-hmm. So somebody lose their job, I don't know how much you make. Mm-hmm. Somebody died, I don't know if you got life insurance. So you do have to discuss those things in the relationship phase and not wait until now you're married and nobody knows what to do on hard times.
Mm-hmm. But with that being said, you can discuss your finances without going into depth. You know, some people know exactly how much you make, what day you get paid, how much this is, how much. I feel like that's too much information for a boyfriend and girlfriend role.
That's only if, once again, if you are living together and combining bills, then maybe you should know that. But even when you're married, which I've never been married, but I believe that there should be a joint account for bills. You have your personal account, I have my personal account. Mm-hmm. Therefore, everybody still has a form of independency. But you do need to know how this person manages your money before you go into a marriage with them. Yeah.
So you're saying, in a boyfriend and girlfriend stage, because I've tried it. I've tried the joint account as a boyfriend girlfriend stage. It didn't work out. And it did show me that person I'm with wasn't financially smart. But like I said, once again, I am young. But, I was young at the time when I did it. But at the same time, I feel like living together, okay, boom, you can talk your finances about that. I was gonna say it's certain things. But I feel like in depth, like how much your life insurance is, all that, I feel like as a boyfriend and girlfriend, why do you need all the information?
I don't think, once again, I think it depends on what type of relationship that is. If y'all are living on your own, I don't have to know about those things. But more generations these days,
They live together.
they live together.
Yeah.
So you have to know those things in some form or fashion, because once again, something happens to you, then what?
Right.
More than likely you're not on it anyway because you're a girlfriend.
Mhm.
But I still say you need to know how someone manages their money. And you can see that by how they move, what happens when, like I said, a bill hits that's out of the norm. It gives you an insight on how that person lives before you marry them. I live by myself for that reason, that I don't have to rely on someone financially unless it's just for simple things. You want to buy a gift, you want to buy an appliance, you want to do this, you want to do that. But my main bills, I don't have to discuss because I live on my own.
Yeah.
But when most people live together, you better talk about it now.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be, it's so many wives that the husband dies and they don't know a thing about finances. They don't know what the bills are. They don't know what's paid and what's not paid. They don't even know how to pay it.
Mm.
Why would you put yourself in that type of predicament? You need to know. But those are the adult things that people don't want to discuss in the dating phase. Because they may not want to pay your bill. They may not want a joint account. They may want a prenup. All of these things.
That's the thing, the difference between dating and in a relationship. So I feel like dating, it's like, okay, we're talking to multiple people. In a relationship, like y'all boyfriend, girlfriend. So basically my question is, do you feel like that should be discussed while you're dating or when y'all are in a relationship?
When you're in a relationship. But when you're dating, once again, is the definition of what dating is.
Mm-hmm.
If you're dating, you're not taking each other serious. You're just having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not doing life. You're not
Testing the
discussing
waters.
life. Exactly.
Yeah.
When you're in a relationship, yeah, you need to know. You're not telling me where your bank, what's in your bank
Bank
account.
account, right.
That's what I meant by sharing finances. Like, I feel like I should have to tell you my exact dollar amount. Now I can tell you, okay, I make about this amount this a year. I do get bonuses, those type of things. I feel like we can have those conversations. When it comes down to my day-to-day spending, like I was really looking at a couple, and they literally share the account, and they can see each other's everything they pay for, from gas to everything. I feel like as a boyfriend and girlfriend, that's not something we should be doing.
Yeah, that's to each their own.
Yeah.
I think
But
it's
again,
a
I
bill
do-
account
yeah.
and a personal account.
I agree with that. I feel like with marriage, I do feel like you should have two. I really feel
Even
like
if you
you're
want to
right.
live together,
Yeah.
it should be a bill account. I got my personal account, you got your personal
And then we
account.
got. Damn, killing me.
I agree with what Amy said. So, yeah.
Okay. I guess we can agree to disagree on certain. I feel like we are saying the same thing in a way, but a little bit different. So I feel like that kind of wraps up that answer. So you feel like there's no roles at all? Like you don't think it's something that, I don't know, because I genuinely feel like I hold back certain pieces of myself in the girlfriend stage because I feel like I gave a lot when I last relationship part. So I feel as though like if I genuinely like cooking, but I feel like when I'm in a relationship, I know a lot of men, they ask, oh, can you cook? Not for you. And as a boyfriend and girlfriend, I do cook like every here and there, but I'm not really cooking for you like I'm every day or every other day. I just feel as though that's something that I don't know that a wife should do. I don't know. Maybe I'm
But
scarred.
you take you out to eat every day?
Right.
No, but I feel as though, like, I don't know, because everybody has this, I don't know. I not eat every day. That's what I cook sometimes. But I'm not cooking for you. So y'all, and TMI moment, for my ex I used to be with, I would cook for him and his friends. So they would come over, I would literally cook plates, his friends asking, oh, when your girl cooking, da-da-da. I'm literally cooking for him and his friends. And it got to where it was like, as a girlfriend, should I really be, I feel like just putting a lot of myself and not leaving nothing for, cause like, it's kind of like when they be like with women, or if you show all of your body, it's nothing left for the imagination. I feel like that's the same thing within what we're talking about. I feel like if I show you all my whole hand, what's gonna make you want to marry me? You're getting all the perks of.
That's where the boundaries come in at.
So what's the boundaries?
Of you setting forth, like I said, you can choose. Well, I'm not going to cook. If you cook, I cook. We'll go out to eat. Like, you gotta, it's, because once again, if that's naturally what you do,
Mm-hmm.
how are you going to stop from doing that? What are you going to say? I'm only going to cook for you twice a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, you said those things.
Yeah.
But if you naturally are doing that, that's what I'm saying. If you stop doing things that you naturally do,
You gotta start the changes though.
you're changing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So you say, okay, well, I'll cook them 2 days a week. You cook 2 days a week. You know, like.
So you feel like communicating in that way would be better.
Yes.
I don't know.
And you know, I'm not cooking for your friends.
So that's what's wrong. I just feel like I crossed the line with the cooking for the friends. Like real, like they end up playing the game. I'm making whole meals. Like, no, I feel like I would never in life do that again unless it's my husband. I'm not doing that again.
Because I'm the type of person that I don't think that the women say, which once again, to each their own, but we want men to get our hair done, our nails done, our toes done, buy us clothes, take us out to eat. Are you giving him money for a haircut? Are you giving him money to wash his car, get his car detailed? Are you buying him a pair of shoes?
So let's talk about. Oh, I would never buy a man.
But I'm just saying. So it's like once again I think there's nice things to do. You're pampering your woman, but is a woman keeping that same energy? If he's a real man, he's invested in you.
Mm.
So you're investing in him by cooking him dinner or you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
things like that. So it just once again it depends on who you're dealing with.
Mm.
You know who to give those benefits to.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize who to give those benefits to. But I think we're so caught up in them pouring into us that we forget that everybody's human. You need to pour into other people too. And that's where I think the issues come in at, is that women just want to be catered to, but everybody, this day and age, everybody is struggling.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
So,
Let's talk about it.
It could be a give and take, but it's a conversation. It's
I feel like that's why a lot of these questions, I feel like it could be solved by conversations. And I feel like, especially in our generation, conversations are had. Everybody's they got this facade that they're like, you know, oh, I got it like this, da 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 da. But then I'll be honest, we don't.
No.
We don't. We all trying to figure out the same thing. So we can have honest conversations. I feel like, yeah, but I feel like that comes with maturity. Honestly.
It comes with being honest.
Yeah.
Everybody hits a rough patch. Everybody hits a broke moment. Everybody hits a mental moment. It's about being transparent.
Yeah.
But now no one is transparent anymore because you get to hide behind social media. You get to hide behind your phone. You get to hide behind all of these things to where you got to be like Instagram. No. We don't live like Instagram. If I don't feel like washing dishes today, I'm not washing dishes today.
Wait, so I got a question. So as a girlfriend, do you feel like you should clean your man's house? Like, say if he's y'all in a separate spot and you go over there, you clean his house. Do y'all not feel like that's like crossing a boundary?
I'm not cleaning your house. I have my own. I don't live there. If I spent the night, I would help you make a bed. I would help you wash dishes. But I'm not coming over there to clean your home.
Up, yeah.
I have my own.
It's a lot of women out here who's doing it. A lot. And that's why I feel like what is that's what kind of prompts the question, because a lot of people, they have, like I said, a lot of men, and you could, in most interviews, they be like, oh, you know, being a girlfriend, you're basically trying out for my wife. I want to see if you got certain tendencies. So cleaning a house, they'll look to see if you'll clean up behind them. And I feel like, I'm not your mom, and you don't come clean up my house, so why should I feel clean?
I'm old school. I'll fix your plate.
I just have to learn that.
I mean, that's just what I was taught. I'll fix your plate. But I also feel like if I cook, you can wash the dishes.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby.
Once again, it's a conversation. Take the trash out. But in reality, most women now live by themselves. So I know how to cut my own grass. I know how to take my trash out. I know how to get my car washed. But of course, if a man is present, hey, you can help me do those things,
Yeah.
but I'm capable of also doing it myself.
Yeah.
So would you feel some type of way if, so I have a situation. So would you feel some type of way if a man, while you're pumping your man's in the car, and
Lord.
he pumps you go out and you pump your gas. He doesn't
Get out the car and
pump.
pump the gas.
Negative.
Okay.
Yeah.
My thing is, okay, I'll go in and pay for the gas. Like I'll go in the building because I understand you're not like you may not want to walk all the way there. And most people, some people pump. I don't pay pump. I go in. So I'll go in and pay for the gas. I feel like when I get back to the car, you should be already be outside.
Exactly.
I shouldn't even have to ask you. You should just be okay. She wanted to pay. Let me go outside.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me go ahead and get the pump.
Yeah.
I'm teaching my sons that, so that they're already that kind of way as men.
Yeah. So do you feel like that comes from upbringing?
It can.
Yeah.
It should.
Yeah, it should have.
But after a certain age, nobody should have to teach you to respect that your woman should not be out pumping gas.
Pumping
That's
gas.
my thing. I feel like even if your mom or somebody didn't teach you that, I feel like that's just once again, what's that chivalry? That goes back to that first question. I thought that's a part of it.
Opening doors, like if I'm walking in the gas station. But nowadays, women get offended if their man holds a door for them.
Yeah.
So at the same time,
grow up.
women are killing chivalry because you're thinking your man is trying to talk to the woman when he's just been
Yeah,
raised.
he just being like to open the door. But
So-
you going out, I don't want to talk to you. Nah, he's opening the
That's
door.
her own door. You know, like holding the door for her.
Right.
No, for real, I had to happen. I had to happen. He's like, you hold the open door, motherfucker. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was right behind you, lady. You really could have held the door for me.
Right.
Not like
Right.
somebody you passed the door along. You could have did something.
Yeah.
Right.
So at the same time, we're killing those things. But I think it's once again it's about maturity, it's about conversation, and it's about transparency.
Okay, so I think that's gonna wrap up really that question. I think we got one more. I tried to get this video to probably at least good 30 minutes. Where'd my phone go? You look like you in something.
Looking at the chocolates.
I need you to lose the word.
They do come down and look.
Okay, y'all, so this is the question that's trending right now. I actually heard my aunt on the phone the other day talking about it. So it is, does millennials look younger
Then
than Gen Z? So I actually looked up what generation starts Gen Z. I think it was from
was it the night?
1996 or like 97. One of them, I think. I'm going to put it on the screen. But we are considered Gen Z. And she is a millennial. So, anybody want to start first? I feel like I should go last. Honestly. Because I be snapping. So do you, okay, we're gonna ask first off, do you feel like it's younger? And then we're gonna go into depth with the whole Gen Z versus millennials. It's really the main topic, but I'm gonna break down the first question. You
gonna break down the first question?
That's the first question.
I don't know.
So you don't know if they look younger?
I feel like our generation, some girls do look older than what they look like. But I only say that because of the drugs out here. But I don't know.
You're always so brief. Do you want me to go or you want to go? Because
I'm gonna break it down. I just personally, I do believe so. I believe that I think my generation, we didn't have to have our face beat every day. We didn't have to. We wore our natural hair. We were more active. No, I'm just saying. Like we may have wore ponytails, but there was no whole lace fronts. There was wigs were for our grannies or people who were sick in our generation. You know, for my generation. Now you guys we had to work out, or we naturally took care of ourselves. Now, BBLs. Now, all of these things that's for your generation, which our generation is probably doing it too. But there's more body change instead of just being natural women. Millennials, you know, like I said, we may beat our face to go to work or go to dinner every once in a while, but we're not walking around literally beat every single day with eyelashes and lace fronts and makeup. No, we don't need all that. So therefore, I think our skincare is different. Our diets are different. There's Uber Eats, there's DoorDash, there's all of these things where the younger generation are, I'm sorry, a little too lazy to go and cook the things that their body needs. It's quicker to DoorDash, it's quicker to Uber Eat. I find that to be a lazy form of living. Get in your car and go get you something to eat. I think obesity is a big problem in the world within itself, but I do feel like Gen X's do sometimes look older than what they should. But it's mostly due to upkeep of their bodies, their face being beat. But you want to beat your face, fine. No proper skincare in order to do so. You don't wear your natural nails. You're not letting your body do what your body is supposed to naturally do. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, so I agree with some of the things that you just listed. I do, to touch on the body thing, women are now, I do feel as though our generation, speaking for us all, I feel like now we are getting our bodies done a lot sooner, really too early for me.
Younger.
I feel like it is a such thing as a grown woman body. You do develop as you get a little bit older. Your hips spread, things start to set. So some of you may be real petite in high school, and when you're 18, 19, and by the age 25, 26, 27, 28, your body is a whole different shape to it. So I feel like with women that are getting their body done at 18, 19, though even 20, your body's not developed. And then you're getting these BBLs, and
You get older.
and your body starts to spread. So your hips still look real good when you first got them done. Don't get me wrong, your bodies do look good. But by the time you're 20, some of them. By the time you're 25, your hips have spread even more. So now you look like an ant. Because your body is naturally already, you're starting to grow into that grown body, and you're having to go back under the blade because now something else it don't look the same no more. You can curve out a little bit more, and it's maybe too curvy. Your legs got a little bit wider. You never know. So it's like you're back under the blade because you got it done at a younger age. Now, I'm not against like tummy tucks and things like that when you have kids because you have extra skin. I'm not against surgery at all. I feel like those type of surgery you shouldn't do it early on. So I do feel like that's another reason why people think we look older because we're making our bodies more aged than what they are at 19. Now, as far as face card, all of us don't look like that. Now, there's some 18-year-olds out here who do look like they about 25, 26.
Yeah.
They do. And it's because makeup. I feel like today's time we use makeup. But I feel like at the same time, with, millennials, y'all use makeup, but y'all use it in a different way. Y'all were using fingernail polish. That's not a natural thing. But you're painting your real nails. That's a form of cosmetics. It is under cosmetics. So for y'all's trend at that time, y'all were using the things. So y'all were using lip liners, things like that. That's not your natural. Your lips are not naturally shaded that way. But us, we're at a time frame where makeup is more advanced. So you can literally change your whole shape of your face with contour. You can make yourself have cheekbones. And I'm just coming from a makeup artist. So I really feel like makeup is what's making us look a little bit older. And with the wigs and stuff, y'all were having braids, all type of styles. We do that, but it's at a longer distance. Like we're out here braids all the way to our legs past our butt. I feel like we go a little bit extra with it, but I feel like it doesn't make us look. I feel like it don't make us look old. I don't get, because some of us, and that's just the gag. I'm gonna let y'all talk right now. I think you know what I'm saying. I feel as though in that same sentence, y'all were saying, oh, y'all wear lace fronts, y'all wear makeup, but millennials are jumping on the same train and putting on wigs, want their face beat, the same stuff y'all are saying we're doing, y'all want to do.
I think, but it's most for, it could be for convenience. It is, most millennials nowadays are natural hair. So it could be from season changes. Okay, I need to put this in my hair to protect my hair until the season change. Keeping heat out of our hair. You know, like I said, those are my reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But if I chose, I may go get my nails done, but literally, I'm also looking at the cost of that, the wear and tear of your natural nails behind that. We didn't necessarily have nails, we probably had press-ons at the time. It just depends on
Yeah.
what you chose to invest in, but I just feel like you're not walking out the house unless your face is beat.
Some of them.
Unless you got lashes on, you know, some of them.
Yeah.
But I just think you naturally have to let yourself be natural, because then you're like, oh, well, I got catfished, or she didn't look like that. Well, now she's taking off her lashes, her wig, her nails.
You did you transformed a little bit. But
Yes, you're a totally different person. So it's all about, once again, letting your natural be natural for a while. Nobody's not saying it has to be every day. Put that disclaimer in here. We ain't coming for nobody.
yeah, this is all opinionated. We're not saying you look old as hell. If you do, you do. You don't, you don't. I'm not gonna argue with you, but I do feel like some of us, we do look older, and some of us,
we look older.
some of
y'all look younger.
Some of y'all look real young. Some of them do. Some of them really do. But some of y'all do look old and don't look a day under 40. I'm just saying. Some of y'all don't, you know. I feel like we should just go per situation. Right. Like that. Per the person we're discussing. The people that's been on TikTok, baby, y'all look old as hell. I don't even know why y'all even stitched the video. That's where the topic came from. So the last question is, what and I we're gonna wrap it up. When do you feel like in a relationship it's time to walk away? So some stuff has been done, you know, stuff's been done in a relationship, something happened. When do you feel like, okay, it's not worth fighting for? What part? When should you walk away? Because you can fight for your relationship. Some people fight for it, feel like they can stick through it. You get the hard patch. What is your breaking point? So we actually have a call-in person for this question. We're not gonna say her name, just gonna leave the name out of it. We don't let her state her opinion.
Deal breaker is when my expectations are not being met, when the timeline, I think every person going into a relationship should have some expectation of progression in the relationship. And if it's not progressing, then you're wasting time. It's really no point to stay if you guys are not on the same page and have the same idea as to what the end game is. So if your needs are not being met and the expectation of the progression of the relationship is not being met after discussing it, then it's time to exit the relationship.
So you're basically saying being stagnant is your deal breaker when it's something where you're not progressing, you're not growing.
Absolutely. If it's stagnant, what's the point? If we're not growing together in some kind of way, if we're not growing together spiritually or financially or socially, every relationship should have some goals. Otherwise, you're just spinning your wheels. Women typically expect to get married. Not all women want to be married. But if that's your goal, and if that's not his goal, what's the point?
I agree with that.
Call you back.
I feel like I interpreted the question a little bit different. So I feel like hers is looking at the overall view of relationships. So we're living together and we're in the same spot. My take on the question, I was more looking at like, what's my deal breaker? Like, as far as this happens in a relationship, when am I gonna walk away? You know what I'm saying?
So you're looking at it situational.
Situational wise, like what
So he
situation?
lied to me.
Yeah.
Or, oh, he stayed out all night. Or he cheated.
Yeah.
That's situational. That's your break. You have to know what your breaking point
As far as the situation is.
as far as the situation is. Some people don't feel like cheating is a deal breaker anymore. Some people feel like, okay, more people feel like if you lie to me or you go through my phone, you know, some people feel like their personal space, broken trust is a deal breaker. It's situational. I as I'm growing old, cheating used to be my deal breaker in my 24, 25. In my 40s, it's not necessarily a 100% deal breaker. I'm probably gonna get my lick back.
That's good.
That's the generation today.
That's good.
That's generation today.
I mean, because once again, okay, if you went out and did it, then it should be fair game, and then we could just come back home, you know. So
I feel like I'm not going for the tit for tat. Like, I
well,
like
once again, but it may be. But once again, is it worth you? Once again, you have to decide if it's worth throwing away your whole entire relationship because he stepped out. Because most of the time, what they give out, they can't take.
Yeah.
So do you believe in forgiveness, forgiving somebody and giving somebody so you believe in second chance?
I believe in mistakes. I don't believe in habits.
Okay.
There's a difference. I believe that everybody tests the waters. Oh, let me see what I can get away with. Everybody tests your limit of what they can and can't, which is very manipulative, and I don't want to play that game. But there are just certain things that most women my age know to walk away from. You're not gonna have a kid on me.
Yeah, she kind of scooting off the
You're not bringing me a STD home.
That's my
You're not putting me into financial debt. I'm not going broke with you. You know, there are certain things, but this day and age, nobody's really monogamous anymore. So we most of the time gonna play lick back.
I am.
I'm just saying, but I'm just saying once again, it's generations change. My grandparents or my parents' parents, they didn't walk away. They knew about Betty down the street.
You can go be with me.
You know, but once again, it's like most women now are saying, I helped build him. You're not going to reap the benefits of what I helped build. You had him, so it once again, it depends on that person. Cheating used to be a deal breaker for me. It used to be, oh my God, I can't believe you did that.
Yeah.
Mistakes could be made.
I feel like I'm not gonna say I've forgive a cheat before. I've gotten cheated on before. I personally feel like cheating on me twice. I feel like you cheat once. We go through our little conversation. You say you da da da. If you go back and do it again, I'm done.
Right.
Because I feel like that's just like, okay, it was a mistake the first time. I do believe in second chance, but I feel like it was a mistake the first time. You know, you said you didn't, you know, you were just in the moment and da da da, all your excuses. But when it comes to the second time, oh, now you failed me. You said you put your toe in and see if you can get away with it. Oh, I got away with it. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. This time it's a little more slicker. No, I'm not going for that. No.
It's a difference between a mistake and a habit. A mistake or just this is who you are. But you see, once again, there's always red flags. They're testing you along the way. Whether it could be a small thing, a big thing. Oh, I didn't call her today. I've been MIA all day, or I went out of town. You know, there's always signs before the storm. We've learned to not pay attention to those signs. We've learned to talk those signs away. We're learning to justify those signs. So once again, everybody has their own deal breakers. My deal breakers in my 20s are not my deal breakers in my 40s. But I live a certain way, so therefore, there are certain things I don't have to. A lot of people have to put up with cheaters.
Better not me.
A lot of women have to put up with, you know, I mean, literally, you have to put up with certain things because you're either financially dependent on that person, you have kids involved. People pick and choose what their deal breakers
Kids
are.
don't keep no man.
They may not keep a man, but once again, if you don't want to disrupt your children, so you stay until those children are out the household.
Your kids, I hate to say that because I feel like as a kid, your kids see everything.
They
Parents
do.
try their best to hide things. I get that, but I feel like as a kid, you see when your mama and your daddy ain't on right.
And I think that's where you don't use your children
That's just
as a reason to stay. But I know that that's why some people do stay.
Yeah.
I think kids know, and I think for me as a boy mom, I probably stayed in a lot of situations where I go a little too long, or I'm showing them how I'm being treated. You know, once again, so you know, I think it's worse for a girl mom to allow a man to see, for your daughter to see how a man treats you than a boy mom. But at the same time, I don't want my sons thinking that's okay how to treat women.
Right.
So, but yeah, you do have to figure out, it's to each their own. situational breaking points are different than long-term breaking points. I've been known to stay too long, but that's why I say the boundaries come in. The self-worth comes in. The self-love comes in.
Yeah.
You have to know that about yourself to say what you will and will not put up with.
I work with a 3-strike rule. First mistake, boom. Second one, I cut you off. Now you may be able to spin a block. But you bet, I'm just saying, that's it. You may be able to spin a block on that second go around. I'm gonna cut you off, let you feel me. And then you spin back the block and you try to do the same thing over again. You dead to me.
Well, I personally don't spin the block, and that may be a
So y'all
good
spin
thing
it.
or a bad thing.
I'll spin it.
My view on not spinning a block is
Been there, done that.
I feel like I don't know what you learned from that. Because that's how you treated me before we broke up. I feel like those same habits are gonna come back one way or another at one point or a time. So therefore, and like I say, it could be a bad flaw of mine to have, but I've stood on it out there relationship, but I just don't. Because I think you got to that point for a reason. So then I don't trust that we won't get back there again. That's
Like-
my
like
fault.
It's a fake fix. It's like
Right.
you fixed it for now, but you're gonna be back on the same
Exactly.
thing.
It's just in a matter of time. So it just depends on how long you fought. And you can't fight by yourself. One person can't swing by themselves.
You? What's your breaking point?
My bad, I just got a job going on my phone. My bad.
She would not be back on the channel.
I don't give a damn.
Okay, what's your breaking point in the relationship? What do you feel like is like a no for you? I want to speak up for one of mine.
I mean, I don't know, cause I mean, I'm really like just now like getting into like a real relationship. I might have like done like a little dib and dab like type stuff, but like I'm like getting to what is it like what it feel like to be in a relationship.
So you haven't really figured out
Yeah.
what's your breaking point just yet?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like mine is cheating. I just feel like that break of trust is there. I feel like I never fully trust you after the first one. And so I do feel like that's kind of where, that's maybe one of my toxic traits, that I stay, even though knowing I'm probably not going to get past this. It's always going to be ringing in the back of my head. You probably, the whole time you're in my ass. Like, so I feel like cheating is my no-go. I just feel like I don't know, it's like it's something, obviously, it's something that you were missing in this relationship that you weren't able to communicate as to why you stepped out.
But I think it becomes an honest conversation too. I think that's the whole thing. After you get a certain age, it is go and have that conversation. If something is, because once again, everybody can't be everything to everybody. You cannot 100% give your partner everything that they want. So it's a conversation. If you feel like the need that you need to step out, come and have that conversation. Give me a choice. I'd rather you give me a choice than to not. Because you may not know what my response is going to be.
But most cheaters, they want to be able to stay in a relationship because there's something about you that they want, that you still be with.
Right.
But then they want to go get that little 20% that you didn't give them. And so that's why they step out. And
Or it could not just be that. Sometimes some people just want something different for a moment or a time or repeatedly. But it's once again, it's a conversation. We're all adults. If you want something different, it's more often than not, women rather know than not know. Give me the opportunity to say, okay, or give me the opportunity like, well, hey, if that's what you want, then we need to have a different conversation. But these days, more women are more accepting if you just say it than to not. So, once again, everybody's different.
everyone else. I don't know, I feel like today's chat was really, really good. If you guys have any opinions, y'all are welcome to state it in the comments below. I do try to comment back. This is something I want to bring back. I'll probably do it maybe twice a month. Every other Sunday maybe. I'll be posting these. No, I'm not saying it won't just be, and it won't be just with these two. I want to, try to include other women, to other perspectives. We have talk about different subjects. If you do want them to come back, you're more than welcome to, comment down below. Their social medias will be at the bottom. But once again, I do want to thank you guys for tuning in to today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We are a growing channel over here. So yeah, that's gonna pretty much wrap up today's video. See you guys next video.
Sweat, you are like the oxygen I need to survive.